Ladies and gentlemen, the next speaker is none other than Mr. Abdur Rahim Surya, the moving spirit behind the ICAP ICMA Best Corporate Report Awards. COVID or no COVID, floods or no floods, elections or no elections, World Cup or no World Cup, the show goes on. He responds to WhatsApp's messages and emails at the speed of light. Had there been a category for the fastest responder to emails and WhatsApp messages on the Guinness Books of World Record, Mr. Surya would have certainly figured on it. To quote himself, he has a twin personality. He has the business acumen of a Maiman and the mental and physical prowess of a Pathan. Ladies and gentlemen, Abraham Beroff, professor, professional accountant, and author, said, and I quote, "Financial statements are like fine perfumes, to be sniffed but not swallowed." Mr. Beroff would be pleased to know that Mr. Surya and his dedicated team not only swallows but also digests the corporate reports. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Abdur Rahim Surya.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम रब्बी रहमुहुमा कम्मा रब्बी यानी सगीरा ये अल्लाह मेरे वालिदैन पर रहम फरमा जिस तरह उन्होंने हम पर रहम किया बचपन में. First of all, I want to thank you, Mr. Akif Saeed, Chairman ACCP, who has accepted our invitation, and also the three guests of honors, Mr. Khalid Saab and Ehsan Malik Saab and Adnan Afridi Saab, and all ladies and gentlemen, council members, past presidents, Assalamu alaikum. I want to acknowledge especially Mr. Akif Saeed's positive attitude in not only promoting corporate governance in Pakistan, but also for supporting our both professional accounting institutes. I will go back to 2012 when he approved our director's training program, and he was the chief guest in this first opening program. And you can see Mr. Ahmed Saeed, today's master of ceremony, was president at the time. So, sir, we thank you for supporting our both institutes. Then our two guests of honors, I have the opportunity to meet Khalid Saab only 29 years ago when I signed a tolling agreement with Khalid Saab for Gates Pharma and Spencer Pharma. And I met Mr. Ehsan Malik with the World Bank team in 2006 when I was conducting a ROSC assignment on behalf of World Bank. We have assembled here today to applaud and confer awards to all those who participated and are successful. Winners of numerous awards, Denzel Washington, very well explained the difference between award and reward. He said, "Man gives you rewards, but God, Allah, gives you the reward." My task is very simple today. I will not take more than 3-4 minutes, because my total complete presentation is published already in the morning in the business recorder. Sir, when we talk about reporting and disclosure, why we talk about reporting disclosure? Because IFRS says, if we summarize IFRS into 3 words, we can say all IFRS talk about recognition, measurement and disclosure. And the disclosure is through annual report, because there cannot be other appropriate medium than the report. It is to be noted that the stakeholders, especially investors, equate high quality annual report with the quality management. And I am pleased, and I also claim that the disclosures made in annual report in Pakistan are at par, and in some cases our disclosures are better than the international companies' reports also. And I have been telling these details in the training sessions also. As you know, that this type of competition is being already held in SAFA, in many other countries like Canada, Singapore, Australia, Japan, and there is a long list. I just want to quote 2 examples. In Malaysia, it is being held since 1990, and in Canada, it's in operation since 1951. Now, quickly, I coming to the recommendation to ACCP. Sir, Companies Act, Code of Corporate Governance, Public Sector Corporate Governance Rule, or Stock Exchange Rule Book, all they do not provide any guideline for the contents of annual report. And for this, we have been recommending for last few years to ACCP to at least ask the listed companies to follow our criteria on voluntary basis so that there is some good disclosures. Interestingly, in the current year, January 2023, Ministry of Finance has issued a SOE Act which is applicable to federally government-controlled companies, which SOE Act provides detail of annual report. But no other laws is giving details about the annual report. There is a recommendation to Stock Exchange which we have been giving them for last 4 or 5 years, that while they announce the top companies award, they do not give much consideration to the winners of this award. We suggest that they should give some weightage to the companies who are winning this disclosure award. There must be some weightage in their top companies award. And I hope that PSC's recognition will build trust among the investors. Our committee members, which include S.N. Mehenti, Farid Alam, Aftab Munshi Saab, we all met them in 2018 when Mr. Richard Morin was the CEO. He was principally convinced, but unfortunately no action has been taken. Now another, my burning topic, I would say, it is noted that generally NPOs also lack in transparency because provider of funds are not only bankers and the shareholder. In many big NPOs, the donors give the funds. But unfortunately, we do not find proper disclosure of utilization of zakat. There are NPOs who provide Sharia certification. But sir, without transparency, these certifications are of no use. However, I am pleased to note that recently, Accounting Standard Board, which has representation from ACCP, Ministry of Finance, they have issued an exposure draft, and which is almost at the final stage, and it is expected to be approved by ACCP very soon. And I think it will be one of the part of the third schedule for classification of companies to follow the accounting framework. For this, I am thankful to ICAF's Accounting Standard Board and ICAF Council. And Accounting Standard Board, as you know, is being led by Mr. Farooq Rahman. Then very keen and very enthusiastic person at ACCP, Mr. Tariq Naseem, is also favoring this standard, and hope Mr. Chairman will give his approval for issuance of this standard. At the end, again, I thank you everyone, especially to our BCR committee members and also the young master of ceremony team, which is under the supervision of Ahmad Saeed, is being working for last 1 month around. And also their secretary team, which is led by Ms. Fareen Mirza, Asim Hussain, Shams Bimani, and Babar Badal. With this, thank you to all of you.
Thank you, Mr. Surya.